Good morning and welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome back for a little bit more Norco. I just played this last night. I just streamed it live. The YouTube videos will be stretched out a little bit between that, but I enjoyed it so much last night. I'm back for more this morning. Can't wait to see where this story goes next. If you missed last time around, Norco's an odd duck. The game set in a near future dystopic New Orleans. We are Kay, a woman who has returned home not long after her mother has passed away. We are trying to unravel a mystery, something she was investigating, researching before her death. At the moment, we're trying to track down our brother who may have more information. All kinds of things are happening. So welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. Good morning. Good to see you, Harmonic City. Green Bean Phoenix, I'm glad you're here to lurk like a creepy man in a ditch. Hey, Ben, playing on CRT mode. I did decide to play on CRT mode. I think we've discussed this before. I am not a CRT man. That is not usually my thing. I hate fake CRT modes, but I thought this one looked well done enough and matched the style of the game so well. I couldn't resist. So here we are in CRT mode, ready to play a little bit more of this ding dang game. And yes, Ben also in the chat mentioned our podcast, Quest, the adventure game podcast. We have a new episode out this week where we talk all about King's Quest III. It's a game I recently just played the remake of. Go check that out. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also find it on my YouTube channel, Decaf Jedi. But I think it is time to jump back in. Now, we had just finished what I believe was the first act. We had started to unravel a little bit of this puzzle of what our mother was up to before her untimely passing. And then we seem to jump back in time. And now we are Catherine, Kay's mother. And Catherine is, as we join her, has just had her brain backed up in some sort of digital, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a Johnny Mnemonic situation. It's hard to say at this stage, but we'll see where we're at. Oh, wait, we're not done with the act until they tell me act 2. Okay, that's important. It's good to know. Okay, this is our most recent save. All right, so we have just finished having our brain backed up. The attendant doesn't really have much to offer us. Need to find the curious duck. Messages from Kay. Love you, my nerd. All right, just some messages about this estranged relationship. Let's see. Wow. They had me on chemo. Terrible. I don't have that long myself. They had me carrying around a tank. Something on your mind, Kate. Don't mess around with Super Kate. That thing's got no soul. Like to ruin what all it touches. Oh, man. Back job. Do work, earn quack, as they say. All right, let's head out and find Super Quack. I don't quite know what Super Quack's all about yet, but I'm assuming it will become very obvious once we get rolling. Interstate 10, the Interstate Expressway, traces a scar down Claiborne Avenue from east to west. And probably west to east also. The bridge cuts through the Tremé and the 7th Ward like places whose stories should be forgotten and left behind in haste. The pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East above the Industrial Canal, the moldering strip malls, the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi and the winter weeknight darkness and onward to Florida where it terminates. Wow. I mean, the thing about this game is, if you're going to like this game, you're probably going to like it because of the writing. This is a game that has some fantastic writing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I usually hate how overdone the CRT modes are. This one eases back on it a little, which is what I like. West is the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Tupelo crowns spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco. Great. Uncanny smile of personal injury lawyer Martin Smart hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. Let's see, so we could go back to the clinic or we could go to the overpass. Oh my gosh, Ben, so you played half this game on your TV screen. The Steam Deck ran at the wrong resolution. So the bottom of the screen with the text was cut off, so navigation was confusing. Oh my gosh, not being able to use the little navigation map, which I have covered up currently by my big old face. But underneath that, I have a little map that tells me what locations I can go to. That would be hard to play. Yeah, this game has some weird resolution stuff. It starts up in the wrong resolution for me every time, and I have to reset it manually back. Oh, just no text. Gotcha. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet? Oh, what is it? A puppet show. Oh no. They always start late. I told them I'd help load the gear, so I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. I'd like to see that. A newly refinished Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass. They turned Charity Hospital into art lofts? Disgusting. This is this puppet theater. A makeshift puppet theater. Not one of the long-standing, permanent puppet theaters. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. So you're telling me I can't do that, at least not now? Okay, let's see. Let's go to City Hall. I don't know why. Man, this is a good looking game. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza in deepening winter night. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of oak trees in the park. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Street, the pulsing trail lights, the shift workers running toward the bus. A skater. Oh man, skaters are so cool. A man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Oh man, he's a skater with a phone? Beautiful night, huh? Lovely. There's finally a cool front. Been waiting months for it. Pretty sure you know exactly where that is. That's awesome, Ben. I do love anytime I recognize a real place in a video game. I've been waiting months for it. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, you see a different side of this place. What do you mean? The underpass, City Hall. People pass through this building at night you'd never expect. You know, what they call themselves? The Gregs, Garys? Can't remember the name. Glengarry Glen Rosses. The kids that squad the Promenade Mall. They're obsessed with Kenner John. Nope. It probably wouldn't mean much to you, but anyhow, I see them come in and out of the City Hall almost every night. I know it's because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before they get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're fully Greg, Gary, or whatever, you get to wear the blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke, and it is. I don't think they realize it. So basically, you start out working at Applebee's and then move up to Best Buy. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why do they come? I wish I had a clue. You're an NPC in an adventure game. Your whole reason to exist is to have clues. Very let down by this. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wood stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Good evening, badge, please. Damn, I left it at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID badge to enter. I hear strange people coming through here at night. Squatters in polo shirts. I don't get paid to answer questions. Well, fair enough. Fair enough, my man. All right, so let's go to the French Quarter. Oh man, that is the French Quarter. Get a load of that. I'd recognize that quarter anywhere. There's a curious duck. We are looking for duck. Here are the oogles. How's your night, ma'am? This is Beard. I like how everyone's just described by their most obvious physical characteristic. No complaints. Glad to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? Sure. Sure, but all I've got is $1. Really appreciate that. Change has been hard to come by this evening. Didn't know we'd be going head to head with sketchy Santa. His sign says he's raising money for veterans. Last night was for leukemia. Night before was for something else. Now, veterans can't have leukemia, in all fairness. I respect the grift, but he stole our corner. Tell him something. You should confront him? No, that's not what I wanted to tell him. We did. He tried to kill us. Yeah. With a knife. Wow. It was dull, so it just bruised a little. Well, that's a little extreme. That's terrifying. Are you sure you're okay? Doesn't hurt as long as I'm drunk, so thanks for the $1, lady. Yeah, thanks for the pain relief. Okay. A hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Flannel ass. This is flannel ass. Hey, it's me, flannel ass. Oh, hey, hi. Watches Catherine with a silent grin. So is this, I'm flannel ass, and these, he makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat, are my hot dogs. Would you like one? Sure, what the hell? What the hell, I'm dying anyway. Oh man, it's dark. You're buying a dog? That's fantastic, that's great. You seem a bit surprised. It's just been a while since I've gotten some business. A little slow, haven't ordered new dogs in a while. So these are old dogs? Nothing to worry about, they keep well. How old? Business was popping like I was doing really well back in YX2D. Nearly a decade ago. How would you like yours dressed? Tell you what, I think I'll pass. I'll be here all night. Anything else I can help you with? You know anything about that murder Santa? Listen to this crowd. I always listen to the wisdom of crowds. That is why Marie Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royal Street. It's not scary at all, says Jazzfest Dad. I'm so worried that would be my character name if I were an NPC in this game. Here's Jazzfest Dad. I paid for a ghost tour. Let's go walk around looking at t-shirt shops. I want my damn money back. That's my dad. Sorry, Ben. Your dad is Jazzfest Dad, now that you mention it. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically, I'm not one, but... Squeeze me? A baking powder? My roommate is. And where's he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it would be fun. I'm having an all right time, says the tour guide. This city was supposed to be enchanting. I'm trying to score some Molly. I hate New Orleans. Okay, so we've got Curious Duck. We've got Santa Bum here. Well, ho, ho, ho. Santa's eyes roll wildly in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help send some Christmas cheer? Gave my last $1 away. What? That $1 was for me. How about $1 for some Christmas cheer? Man, this guy's the worst. There's a small plaque next to the door. It says Curious Duck. This is the place. Door is locked. Uh-oh. You talk to Santa first. There's some really insane dialogue, but you have to have that $1. Ah, it's a bummer. Curious Door's door is locked. Curious Duck. Told to come by, but the door is locked. Curious duck, Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. So what's the knock? I can't say, sorry. So Ben, did you manage to launch Crouton the cat into space during your playthrough? Because that was the highlight of last night's stream. It's urgent, please. I do need some business. All right, I'll buy one of these hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful how much. Just $14. That a joke? Christ, do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn, well, what if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. Oh, this sounds like an adventure game puzzle. Everyone had to launch the cat, right? I mean, how could you see the cat begin to like vibrate wildly as you continue to complete the mini game to pet it successfully and not want to see what it eventually leads to? Okay. Talking about this guy right here? It's flannel ass. No chance in hell I mean one of those things. No way, lady. So, my friend Santa. So listen. Okay, they're not going to move on this. Don't have any inventory, so that streamlines that process. Man masquerading as a tour guide continues to lose control of the crowd. This city's just one big scam. I mean, I was standing right about here when I got scammed in New Orleans by a guy who bet me $5 that he could tell me where I got my shoes. And I normally would just be like, thanks, but no thanks. But I didn't walk away quickly enough. And he immediately, after a moment of thought, it's the oldest New Orleans scam there is. Yeah, he's like, you got your shoes right here on Bourbon Street. And he tricked me, and I gave him $5. It was worth it. That was worth it. That's a pretty good scam. The old scams are the best scams. Hashtag scam. Scam. Hashtag scam life. Hashtag the grift is on. Okay, no, nothing's gonna happen here. Let's talk to Flannel Guy again. You'd sell some dogs. Okay, let's maybe go back to the overpass. Oh, will you look at this? It's taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's gonna eat itself. Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? No, that's right, Grayson. That's what I appreciate about it. It's like easily at that point, I could just say, it's like, no way, buddy, and just walk off. But I kind of felt like that guy deserved it. He was putting in some effort, even if it is maybe a classic, classic grift. You know, I enjoyed it. I didn't see the punchline coming, and I've paid $5 for worse entertainment than that. So I figured, why not? I mean, I wouldn't pay $5 for a puppet show. A Muppet show, maybe, but not a puppet show. Speaking of Muppet show, again, I just want to share with the chat my new Wembley from Fraggle Rock plush that I found the other day that has really changed my life. It's really a wonderful little toy. Oh, how I love Wembley from Fraggle Rock. Great Muppet. Okay. Please Discord post about Marionette's show. Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Mario. Sounds like a delicacy. Always looking for ways to fortify my intestines. Show's getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. Oh, this crowd. The crowd has arrived to watch the show. Hope this is a saucy puppet show. Show is getting started. I should, well, obviously take a seat. I want to see what this game does for a puppet show. Whoa. Deep in this cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening. My last child has died. They hang hooks from trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool had not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man who killed my children. Remove his head, bring me his skull. Do this and you may again leash me like a dog. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. What a good game this is. Oh wait, I'm now in a mini game? That was real? I didn't expect that. Sure, why not? Hello, fisher fool. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake, bringing me the head of the shrimp-catching man, one who captures the small ones. Peel his flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. Okay, reasonable. Like the fog of war here. Uh-oh, I see something. An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. Ah, yes, stopping gives you the full map. That's helpful. What? There's fuel? Oh, is that damage to my ship? I guess it's not a ship. I guess it's a boat. Shrimper, been a long time since I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. Hey, Robbie, good to see you. The mini games are good in this. I mean, here's the thing, gang. I'm afraid Norco is just a pretty good game. She took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she stay. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her. But she know better than to show her face. The one to cut that big skull of hers would be something worth bragging on. Be a roadside marvel. There's money to make. I see that rifle you're holding. What do you say? I'm gonna kill the shrimper. There it is. I did that with a great deal of moral clarity, and now I feel bad about it. Welcome in, everybody. I don't get a lot of chances to stream in the morning. I'm hoping to do a little bit more of it this summer. I officially turned in all of my grades yesterday, so I am on summer break, which gives me a little bit more time. You did my bidding, fisher fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake. Ah, beans. Ah, beans, I got gator bit. Haunted Bayou Ghost Tour. I relish the horror that struck the fisher fool's eyes. I first took one limb, but left him alive. I made him crawl like a dog before he died. That's too bad. Could have handled that better. Back to the French Quarter. Hey, the onlooker got his dog. Guy from the puppet show. Guess he followed my food recommendation. Hope he doesn't die. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Thanks for the wreck. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope you know where to find a bathroom around here. We'll say that's a challenge in the French Quarter. Hey, thanks for sending some business my way. No problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock. Oh well, sorry, Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business. Give you a referral. I give you a Yelp review. Show me the knock. That was the deal. Come on, flannel ass, pony up. Exactly. Who would suspect it? Yeah, gross New Orleans hot dogs are almost a point of pride. You know, just hot dog thoughts. I have recently learned of the existence of a restaurant at Universal Studios in Orlando that apparently serves hot dogs from every major league stadium in the MLB. So you just go in and you order a hot dog from whatever stadium you'd like to eat a hot dog from, and they have a replica of that hot dog. And this is officially the most intriguing concept I've ever heard for a restaurant, and I'm very into it. I'm curious the extent to which they really try to get it right, because I imagine you're going to have to stock a whole bunch of different kinds of buns, a lot of different kinds of sausages. It's curious to me. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, how many teams are in the MLB right now? I don't know if I can eat over 24 hot dogs. Yeah, that's a good question. Cities with multiple teams. Yeah, is a White Sox versus a Cubs dog different? I think it's by stadium. So I think that you would probably get one of each. But yeah, I'm curious how those would differ, or if they're just cheating on those. And you'll check, well, actually, a Braves dog is like this. That's right. Yeah. Ooh, I love a good Dirty Birds dog here at our local minor league stadium. Love those Charleston Dirty Birds. Here's the other thing. Like, I do wonder, anytime I've had like an attempt to replicate like a Chicago dog outside of Chicago, it's been pretty bad. And I would assume that's going to be the case with any city that has any kind of interesting, unique hot dog. I just need to go to this place and find out for sure. Oh man, it's another cat. Cats are everywhere in this game. Unopened merchandise boxes are pushed to every corner of the room. It's a crystal ball. Don't touch the ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch on my magic ball. Don't work like that, love. Now I gotta clean out the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries, greasy hands. Don't be mean. Must be one of those Superduck people, always coming around here looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands, terrible. The app says I should come here. The app. Yes, ma'am. Hey, draconic dude. Hey, Blackbird. Brief. Something not right about you. You're a drug head. I mean, I guess chemo, yeah. It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't have time to be babysitting you. Now I gotta clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. You even checked your shoes before you came in? They're clean. I know that's a lie. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck, that thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. Don't touch my ball, love. Crouton? What's Crouton doing here? Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls and tribal figurines cluttered the display case. I I want to see a team up between Kay Norco and Gabriel Knight. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spill from the table. Schweitz. Novelty New Orleans themed t-shirts line the back wall. Plastic simulacra. I can't say that word. I'm not even going to try. Plastic copies of ceremonial masks hang on the wall. An overpriced selection of travel guides, cookbooks, and haunted history of New Orleans. Hey, Matt, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you could be here for a little bit of morning pointing and clicking. We do both here. We have both kinds of gameplay here at my stream, pointing and clicking. Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Where'd she say Dallas was? There he is. Guessing you're Catherine. That's right. Rosie debriefed you? Was that debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it. You'd be kind of... Casts his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Whack job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. Superduck. What exactly is Superduck? It's intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. Don't know why it exists. None of that. This is a great question. Is your alarm sound technically your theme song since it plays at the start of every episode? You mean like just my daily life of episodes as my alarm goes off to get me out of bed? Is that the theme song we're talking about? I mean, it's a good question. I use, and this will come as a shock to everyone. I use an actual alarm clock to get out of bed. An alarm clock that, well, it was my wife's before we got married. But it's an alarm clock that she purchased for her dorm room circa like 1996 or 1997. It's just a little old Sony digital alarm clock with a radio, a clock radio that's still going strong. So my theme song is just like, meh, 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 meh. That's kind of the song that I wake up to every morning. And I love it. I'll never use my phone to wake up. You hear me, God? The old ways work. Intelligence of some kind, I don't know. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with Superduck directly. I love the idea that there's just this like floating artificial intelligence that has an app that allows you to earn money. What a interesting world this game is set in. These are all things Rosie should have told you. Not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie. Rosie got to do with any of this. There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network. Probably the only reason she keeps it open. Doubt she's sold merch in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. You been on Quack Job long? Been doing this before there was an app. The super says use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Okay. Quack Job. I guess receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Huh. Oh, you can use Uber now there on your phone. Excellent. Order a ride. Hoot hoot. Thank you, Ben. Cool. I assume this is where I need to go. me get a save going here. I don't think I've saved yet this morning. Ooh, I have a new party member. Biggest node in the network is inside this building. What's next? We meet at the rendezvous point. Now what? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Dang it. Keep using that as a back, but it's clearly an exit. Superduck. All right. Receive orientation, it says. Steady beat of traffic lights the city along the causeway. Another great bizarre New Orleans suburb tableau. It really is. It's just, oh man. I'd love a chance to talk more about this game in long form. The doors are locked. The office is closed. Galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. Uh-oh. Ah, beans. It looks like a kind of like a Last of Us situation potentially. Ah, beans. Ah, beans. Hey. I made it. Oh no. Oh no. That thing's terrifying. Hey, Rocker fan. Yeah, now you've seen all you need to see. Hey, we made it to Act 2. Refinery eyes. Refinery eyes are watching you. Refinery eyes. Okay. Erica and Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. We've made it to Act 2. Ben, are you in Act 3? Is that correct? Act 2. And we believe Act 3 to potentially be the final act. How else would you structure a story? Times Discount, Home, Floodgate Tavern, Sarpy Books. Oh man, get a load of that. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc seen at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face? Smile. Oh wait, ooh, that's Ditch Man. Ditch Man. Ditch Man. This guy looks like the bartender in Quest for Glory 1 VGA. Yeah, a little bit. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've seen these two around before today. Sure, Gus, that filthy one right there, that's Kate Madaire's oldest. Other ones are robot. Pulling my leg, that's Kay, Blue's baby? Come on now. I work turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories. Him. How come his kids came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Looks to me like she's headed to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time. That's why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out, but forget all that. You're lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sleuth. I happen to have a bit of information. What is it? Is it about Blake? I ain't got nothing to do with Blake. For once, this is, mysterious. You like mysteries? LeBlanc, please. Time is of the essence. Cool your heels. I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life. I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? Evening, folks. Can I get something started? Need a beer for your boy. Lord help me, another sat buying that low-life a drink. I need to buy me a little snack, too. I'd love a snack. Your mom ever tell you about me? Maybe. Probably never mentioned me by name. Have you ever heard her mention a wild detective who doesn't play by the rules? Okay, I like this guy. Who puts his life on the line for the good citizens of Norco. Well, that was me she was talking about. This character's awesome. I'm sure I came up. The problem is you got piss poor memory. Us investigators, we got keep our memories sharp. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. People would say she's akin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Papa? Yeah, Papa. Been years since I thought about him. A lot you could say about Papa. You whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Say, oh. You know that's bullshit. Well, we're all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like literally. Oh, man. Is this getting ready to veer into Gabriel Knight 3 territory? Told a priest a family of Cajuns came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say it, like Jesus blood. Got from her daddy's daddy and all the way back to the old world. Like in the movie, the one with the volleyball. That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You'd believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Papa never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. Be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her and she admired me. Who wouldn't? Anyone who knows him, oh, piss on you. Or sees him. Always been jealous of my looks. Or smells him. Now I know you're full of it. I sprayed the whole suit down cologne just this morning. Don't mind Gus, I've always been the handsome one. He gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right, your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window that looks out in the yard, more or less. This is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I ain't got my wallet with me. You want us to buy you another drink? That's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. This characterless guy rancid, parentheses complimentary. Absolutely. This is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. The real important information I'm trying to share here, valuable you might say. You buy me the cheapest beer in the house, a little rude maybe, but that's okay, that ain't my problem. So listen here, this is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out in your mama's yard. Seems like a zoning issue if you ask me. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This is a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these shield security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. Saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? I'm saying, Robot, they're walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. Where the hell were you? Are you some kind of security robot? What would Shield be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a little bit of interest in your mama. Here she's a loose cannon. Oh, just like you. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. How about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. Lots of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair founded Claire Bionics and made robots just like your friend here? Hell, Hillian might be a St. Clair unit herself. Hey, how man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's truth. All right, Gus. Yeah, I agree. Normally this much exposition dump is a little much for me. In a game that in a lot of ways is essentially a visual novel. But the fact that it's so well written and the characters have such distinct voices, it makes it easy to make your way through it. I find this, again, usually I think that Ben, you and I have talked about this before on our hit podcast, Quest, the adventure game podcast. A lot of adventure games could really use an editor. This is something that comes up a lot, that they can afford to trim back some of that dialogue. And here, I think it's well done enough that I don't mind. So keep it up, Norco. You should be interested in my mom. Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wondered what was in her head. Why didn't you stop the shield agents? Because I was busy. Just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. I know how this guy feels. Told you I was looking out the window and I saw the shield people. So I answered the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home, you're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. Well, thank you for dropping that interview, Green Bean. I think I saw that right before I went live and hadn't had a chance to check it out yet. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed him. If I had a dime for every time I thought to myself, if I wasn't busy right now, I would kill somebody. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell. Ask around town, everyone knows I'm a killer. They're just fantasies you make up to convince yourself what's taking a shit. The detective smooths his ties, a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. Well, all the pieces of this puzzle are coming together. Let's get irritable bowel syndrome on the mind map real quick so we can draw a connection between that and LeBlanc. I even started wiping when I seen them shield dudes. All right, bruh? Would you ride down Apple Street with a dirty ass? I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. And I've been done wiping. I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. Before you go, I got one more thing. Yeah, I need some more of this useful information. I'm hungry. Be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. Circle back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. Should have mentioned I don't care much for the fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all. Don't forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw shield thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What's the box contain? No idea. But they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery in that old plantation house where the real action happens. I had to guess where they was heading, that'd be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. He's making himself a little news website. What's the name gonna be, Keith? Got a few ideas in mind. He was like Duck. Used to be a news junkie too. Digging up dirt, all the big wigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck K? That man could use visitors. No wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. You got pecan for a brain. Yeah, I find it surprising you don't remember Duck. Even the damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You're gonna see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Or is he? They make you in England or something? You sound like a queen. Thank you. Anyhow, I figure I'll be seeing you you two again. Good luck. Burp. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up then. Oh my gosh. Looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I'll keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. I'll need help getting into a refinery. Getting into that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about in the news to help you out. Oil pirates. Yes, I want to find an oil pirate. barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Then the only kind I ever see get through security. It was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Batcher Woods. It's all over TV. Points to the television. There it is. I think that's that bum we saw last night. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. Shield officials determined the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of the oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known only as Lucky, was among the pirates. Shield officials say he is believed to be hiding in the Batcher Woods along the east bank near Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. Where can I find Duck? How to become fixated on my mom? Your mom attracted attention. Watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed. That's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where is he now? Living in a ditch somewhere. Oh no, it's Ditch Man. Left here a long time ago. Used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went. Probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I see him walking by every now and then. We exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through the church window once upon a time. I had people buzzing. Lots of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. That's enough about Papa. I thought it was talking about Duck. Okay, I think we've exhausted his dialogue tree. Bartender, what you got? You know Blake? Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks. Not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Then catch some sleep right here behind the bar after last call. Wouldn't you know it, the boy walked off with the register. Knew he'd be getting himself all messed up on drugs. Trying to give the kid a chance. Gave him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. I'll say he came last night. Be a fool to show up here after what he did. So nothing on Blake, huh? We'll find Blake eventually. Just you wait. They'll see how everyone can believe the crap the media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. Gestures to the TV. That why you making your website, Keith? Set the record straight? No, that's right. Okay. Man lies face down the bar surrounded by empty bottles. Why are you touching my podna? Where he comes to relax. Okay. This is taking another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was headed here yesterday evening. The bartender says Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc said that Shield has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope they point us towards your brother. Accessing Shield's headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Ooh, help recruitment, eh? Oh, man. We got new clusters on the old mind map. An old man in Norco named Papa had delusions about your mom, believed her to be descended of Jesus Christ by the way of Cajun ancestry. Once threw a brick through a church window. Your brother never ended up at Floodgate Tavern. Your brother dismiss. Laura St. Clair is regional executive of Shield Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Is interested in your mom, likely due to some aspect of your mom's research. Thomas St. Clair is Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Clairbotics, a machine learning startup. Sounds good. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River, Badger Woods. I haven't guessed here. Brett LeBlanc. You saw Shield agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. Okay. Apple Street. Knock, no answer. I don't guess there's anything new at my house. Doesn't seem to be. How does it feel to be back in this house? Okay, I'd rather be anywhere else. You weren't happy here before you left. I understand why. You and Catherine didn't get along. She never said it, but I know she regretted the way she spoke to you in those days. I don't mean to dwell on such difficult topics. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. Do you recall where Duck lives? Your dime's discount, yeah. Oil pirates are increasingly common. All right, sweet. We're gonna get an oil pirate on our team. All right, this guy's cool. Right, recruit this dude. Did you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes? See her, you send her this way. She answers to Potts. Yeah, they get the tone of weird older men sitting at a bar talking nonsense. Absolutely. You're the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Lucky you make the news? They want trouble, here I am. It's that dog, you send her this way. Is that the dog we saw some kids playing with somewhere? Was that outside of the Sarpy's bookstore? Yeah. That dog matches the description given by Lucky. She doesn't trust us, so we may be able to win her over with a little food. You win me over with a little food, says Baseball Cap. We found some dog food. Big place you get people food, the gas station. Goes back at Dime's discount. Grab some dog food. This is exactly the level of puzzle solving I want out of an adventure game. You need to get a dog to be your friend, you give it dog food, and then the game tells you where to go get dog food. I don't need a bit more challenge than that. Pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind. She step away. Oh, we have a dog in our party. You have a dog in your party. It's the dog. Love that dog. Love that dog. Got more mind maps. Thomas St. Clair is finished thought. Oops. Fugitive oil pirate. His dog has gone missing. Okay. Okay. Pots! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Potts now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. Reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. She regards Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a clairbonics unit? No. All right, then. Just thought you might feel lucky in our little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair. She one unusual character. Turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. What? What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is just what we need. That right? Must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more times than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple of grenades in my bag. Oh yeah. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish the repairs quickly. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like you know about all there is to know. How long has this facility been in Norco? All this areas were plantation. There weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in. They get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. Man laughs. That they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Regional executive S.H.I.E.L.D. Norco, board directors appointed because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why she send them out there don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she's looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Tell me about Thomas. Started the company, gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing clairvoyants out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. Right. Yeah, this is exciting. Lucky comes from Vacherie, right up the river. He done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico, the two big places. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. Or if he went up in the sun sphere. Yeah, Norco isn't a real life refinery town. This is a good point, Green Bean Phoenix. Pot's been by Lucky's side for 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like that. Met a man with some land that wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did to her many times. All right. So we're headed home. Oh yeah, we can't travel because we don't have the truck. The game literally told me that. I love it. I'll be finished shortly. This is Miss Madair's house. Lucky knew your mama a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She weren't no friend to the companies neither. They'd have liked to had her dead. They got their wish. They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put up wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain. Brain? All the refineries is doing that. Gotta hook them up, make a bigger brain. Interesting. They ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. Hey man, nice beard. They'll use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to him. Ain't nothing wrong trying to make a buck. Why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine. Blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He's like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. Here comes that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. What's up, Million? I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? Let's go. Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. No! Shield is building a brain. Developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral resources. Okay. I like the use of the mind map here. I feel like it does a really good job if you aren't completely keeping up with all the threads of the story, helping to pull it all back together. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like Shield upgrade their drone fleet. Seeing a couple of these sentinels downriver. Let's keep calling on guards until you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets. Fine, just shoot it. Tell you now, worse than useless. Do that, they send a signal out to the whole network. We'll need some other way of removing it. This is a good question. How are we going to remove it? I gotta say, that sentinel drone just gonna keep calling on guards until we knock them out. Lucky you're ready for anything, up to you. Let's do it. Man nods. Uh-oh, mini game time. Oh no. Oh, it's too late to save. Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Wow, 100 damage. Well, luckily they aren't aggroed still. The refinery saying a greener world awaits is painfully realistic. Get that dog the hell out of here. Find some way to reroute its path. We still haven't found Duck. Don't think he's at the tavern. Don't think he's at our house. Don't think he's at Dime's Discount. Pretty sure he's not Sarpy, so still not sure what we need to do there. I mean, it doesn't feel like I need to fight these. Got a crit. Oh no, I missed. Another big crit. Oh man. That doesn't seem to be the solution, does it? Yeah, I figured there's a way to handle the drones here. Wonder if I have what I need right now to do that. Sure, man, I'll take a hint. This is the first time I've had a moment slow down, and I immediately need help. Check your mind map and live the man who might be Duck. Old friend of your mom's, your memory is scattered and vague. Where does he live? You try to recollect. Face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. Always happy to see him. Health. Took a turn, a bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Hey, Stan, good to see you. Welcome, man. Ron brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son, dead at 14, an explosion in the yard. Natural gas leaking from a pipe, something caused a spark. Pipeline across the property to Shields Chemical Annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it anyway? Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. Perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table and those refinery shadows of a little slab bungalow. Duck lives in dimes. I guess this isn't pronounced dimes, is it? Duck lives there. Field's Chemical Annex sits a small distance from the house. Thank you, Ben. Uh-oh. Oh, I like that. That's good and creepy. Sometimes the graphics in this game remind me a little bit of some of the Ultima graphic, like the cut scenes in Ultima games once upon a time. I don't know. Maybe I can't quite place why that connection is there in my head. Not the first ones to come through here toppling all my shit in the dark. Wow, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. You wouldn't do that. Not that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother. How's it been, Duck? Wow, how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive. Just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go. So, head drive. I unleashed at the monster. Superduck calls itself that just to get to me, just to piss me off. My fault, that company that made it for me. I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Mother went to the same clinic for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain, he begins to laugh. It's spraying around like a virus, even in the trees. Told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me I'm talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off, or it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listened, stopped responding to me. Fear that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so kept up with my mom. Up until right near the end, Kay, she lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. Started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought maybe that was the end of it. Found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down the airline like some kind of bag lady. Figured she thought I'd go away. She ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. Been getting sores, cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. I think she listened. By the time it got to her brain, that's all there was to it. Nothing working, nothing, no more doing nothing. She'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my head thinking about it. What can you do? No hiding from God's will. I have more questions about Mom. Monster. My mom was working for it? I ain't even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. You know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. You roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. You attend her funeral? Planned to arrange for my godchild to pick me up and everything, but the day of the services, I couldn't hardly walk. Heard from a couple of people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that of chapter ass. They buried her with a fake little ring she'd always wore around her neck. She said it reminded her of who she was. She probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, the ring she wore around her neck is fake? You don't even know the story? Kind of funny if it wasn't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. So he traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. That was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. My mom was fired from the university. Sure, you're too young. Could have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special, just a community college in the city. That's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Okay. Let's ask about this buyout. Just notice all the houses are gone. People have been fighting with Shield all their lives. We got a little momentum on the side after the last explosion. The papers were making Shield look bad. But hell, we were here first. Shield moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Just won't grow. Never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If Shield had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was all right. It'd be worth a lot more if they never came. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left. Sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Control points, they call them. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too powerful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Wow, that's upsetting. Not a good idea, Kay. Breaking into the refinery. They stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. Regional executive, she took particular interest in your mom. Why? Couldn't know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Her mother was out in the lake. She heard Shield or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find it for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. It sounded to me like her medication was messing with her head, but she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO that followed her for nearly a mile. I guess we knew about this already at some level. But anyhow, that CEO they got, Shield, she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. Must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be paranoid in her old age. Paranoid even. I'm sorry, she got to be careful in her old age. I can't read. There's a lot of reading in this game. Paranoid even. The important thing she kept hidden. Whatever Shield stole, it wasn't nothing important. You want to get it back? I regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long I've been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how Shield managed to do it, but they fucked up. They brought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit just to get myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. Whatever you do, I'm asking you to be careful. Strange ornamental box. You attempt to open the box. It's locked. Trophy. Junior champion Richard, St. Charles Parish. Ah, so there is a hotspot highlighter. Thank you, Ben, for mentioning that earlier. Descriptions: the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the workers who died. Your father's listed among the names. A report on the levitating spears of light witnessed by multiple onlookers, above count memory, in the Bonnet Carre spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX-1S, commissioned by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Determine anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to significant heat, may ignite. So it's swamp gas. That makes sense. The pig man. The type of grunch who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the pig man a gift, he'll return a gift to you in kind. Good to know. I'll keep an eye open for the pig man. After reviewing the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend you proceed with relocation. Collection of bills, letters, and photographs. Various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum foundry, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. Have a buck is mounted to the wall. Okay. Pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the terminal console. Use terminal. Here we go. Uh-oh. This is a map of Shield Sentinel drone fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. Currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Okay, let's go save before I attempt this. This doesn't feel like the kind of game that would have a dead end, but I also don't want to underestimate how bad I am at puzzles. Oh no, puzzly puzzles. Okay. Nailed it. Definitely what I meant to do there. Origin zone is unsecured. Allocating drones for maximum capacity. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, the maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Zero drones in A, yeah. A, B, D, and E. I'm sorry, B, D, and E all have at least 2 or less. So E's good, D's good. C is currently not great. Okay. About out of moves. Okay, reset. All right. So we're gonna move one of these out here. Then we'll move one of these over here. Okay. All right. Let's think here for a second. I believe I've not solved this. Okay, 2 and E, 2 and B. Or have I solved it? Oops. Our last move has to be out of A. Forgot about that. Aha! Thank you, Ben. Yeah, move A to C. I don't think for some reason that didn't occur to me that it was that straightforward. All right. That's a fun little puzzle. I like that. Again, the mini games in this are pretty good so far. Is just in your mom. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Grandpa broke into a pawn shop and stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore it around her neck until the day she died. Louisiana Mausoleum. Oh my goodness, Hysteric Moon. Good to see you. Long time no see, Hysteric Moon. Thank you. Let me give a shout out here to Hysteric Moon. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. What retro game were you streaming this morning, Hysteric Moon? Hey, everybody. By the way, I'm Jess, Decaf Jedi. I like to stream point-and-click adventure games. Right now, we're streaming Norco, a 2022 point-and-click game, a very weird one. It's an odd duck, and not just because there's an odd character in it named Duck. But we're having a good time with this one. It has been a scorching mid. I'm doing great. How have you been, Hysteric? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, everybody. If you enjoy point-and-click adventure games, be sure to drop a follow while you're here. Yeah, but what were you playing? Thanks for sharing your community with us this morning. You watched you motion the side of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. Okay. Still working through the Mega Drive library. That's awesome. Tony La Russa's Baseball. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember seeing so many ads for that game back in the day. Like that was one, it felt like every single magazine in the world had a Tony La Russa's Baseball ad in it. Okay, nothing else to say there. Not enjoying it, to be honest. Has a lot of admin busy work. Oh no. It's the last thing you want. All right, let's do it. Take these guys out. Unfortunately, I'm about to wind down. I hate to get raided and then bounce, but I'm glad you could join us. We just have to battle these guards. Oh man. Okay. It's been a long time since I've done a daytime stream, so I'm glad to be here. Yeah, get some sleep. It was great seeing you, Hysteric Moon. Thanks again for dropping in. I hope you have a great evening. Take care. All right. Ooh, man, Kay's not doing well. Every kill begins with K. Nothing much to it. Them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. All it takes is a little murder. I guess those were robots. We're gonna assume. Take a look at that big fella. A freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of those. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, Refinery's ours. All right, and we're back to Catherine. That's right, we've just seen this horrible bird creature. Superduck. Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with Big Bird. I sure did. We have a job for you. We'll pay. We'll solve some problems before you die. Dallas, no stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. You see the stone, but we want the stone that has evaded us. Oh, man. Superduck is what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communication of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, degrees vectors, internet of flesh biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers. Distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. We must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Therbionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John, everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend. Convinced himself he has faith in God. Convinced others even. See, I'm young and idealistic because I'm old and bitter. These are the Garretts of John. You'll find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He'll use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Not me, like a crazy duck. Go get my shiny stone. Hurry before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. Oh no, don't return to the title screen. Have a good evening, you two. Take care now. All right, I'd better stop there. I'm about out of time this morning. I will be back tomorrow night. I'm going to be doing my usual Retro Adventure Wednesday thing. I think I'll play a little bit of the first Legend of Kyrandia. I've never streamed that one before. We'll dive in and join our good friend Brandon and see what kind of trouble we can get into. And who knows, even before that, you never can tell. Maybe I'll even pop back on tomorrow morning and stream a little bit more Norco while we're at it. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's get a raid going before we call it quits. Just because I'm an Eldritch Abomination doesn't mean I have to be rude. That's a good point. Too many Eldritch Abominations. Just forget all about, basic pleasantries. And I don't have time for those guys. Goodness gracious, who is around and who is hanging out? Let's raid in. Oh my goodness, I don't have a ton of folks on. This is not the usual story. I'm at the wrong time of day. Let's raid Retrograde Tom. Retrograde Tom is playing what appears to be spy fiction. I don't know. But Retrograde Tom's a fun streamer. Enjoys, as the name might suggest, some retro games as well. I don't know spy fiction, but it looks like some sneaking around stealth stuff, and who doesn't love a little bit of that? So thank you all again for joining me. Let's get that raid going, and I will see you on the other side. Take care, y'all, and have a great day.